May I come in, sir? Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Bato. So we meet again, Vishal. Let's pick up your law.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the difference between the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice.
Sir, International Criminal Court particularly prosecutes those people who are committing the war crimes, while in International Court of Justice, where the parties are particularly the states and nations fighting over a particular interest. International Court of Justice basically deals with the criminals related to the war crimes, particularly, and individual. It is applicable on individuals, but not.
Now, let us say some diplomatic convention gets violated by some country. There are multiple diplomatic Vienna conventions and The Hague. If a diplomatic convention gets violated by a country, can that country take legal action against the other country?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
All right. Give me one example of a successful international convention or a law that has been broadly followed by every country.
Sir, there is an international humanitarian law where every country accepts and.
Tell me a specific convention or a protocol.
Sir, there is also an international convention for protection of rights of the childs and women, where the countries agrees that we should allow their empowerment and development. Sorry, sir, I'm not.
All right. Sometime back, a few years ago, the Supreme Court held one section of the Indian Penal Code unconstitutional. That was, I'm not talking about homosexuality, I'm talking about adultery. I think it was section 497, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
What was the problem with the original section 497?
Sir, first thing I would say, it was applicable only against the male, not
yes.
female.
What was the exactly? What was the language of that section?
Language?
Yeah. This was one problem. What was the other problem? There were two major problems. One, I agree. Second?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall right now.
The second was that if a man, knowing or having reason to believe, that the woman is the wife of another man, without the consent of that man, has sexual intercourse with her.
Yes, sir.
So what about her consent?
Yes, sir. Sir, it was. Sir, I'm not very clear about it right now. I just forgot.
What was the nature of consent in 497?
Sir, in case of female, where the husband's consent is required.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The woman's consent was immaterial.
Yes, sir. The consent, but it is not applicable in the vice versa, where woman. Sir, I'm not able to recall it right now.
All right. My last question, going back to the previous Indian Penal Code again. Can you tell me the differences between section 34 and 120B? Common intent and criminal conspiracy.
Yes, sir. Sir, in criminal conspiracy, there are more than 4 members.
Are you sure? Does the law say that?
Sir, I forgot, but right now I'm
Can't
not able.
she and I, two of us, enter into a criminal conspiracy? Or do I need everybody?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to.
And common intent?
Sir, the common intent basically means that a group of members having same intention and performing.
We all have the same intention to kill somebody.
Yes, sir.
Will that also be criminal conspiracy along with common intent?
So the common intent is there.
And criminal conspiracy, we have all decided शाम को उसको जान से मार देंगे.
Sorry, sir, right now I'm not able to recall.
All right, thank you.
So Vishal, What is moot court?
Ma'am, moot court is a replica of the actual courts where the students come and perform the task like that of court, whatever we do in the actual courts.
So how does
For
it help
example,
you?
what's it?
How does it help you?
Ma'am, it help in the developing communication skills, particularly for the lawyers, where you are
Moot court is meant mainly for the lawyers only, law students.
law students. Yes, ma'am, where you argue before a judge and resolve the problems, present your arguments before the judge. So, ma'am, it is a competition to promote the real-time skills.
Skills of the students.
Yes.
There's a World Hindi Day which was celebrated recently. World Hindi Day, are you aware? We have a World Hindi Day.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I am aware, but I am not able to recall the day.
Yeah, but the UN, does it recognize Hindi as an official language?
No, ma'am. Right now,
Or is it a working language in any of the UN bodies?
sorry, ma'am, I am not aware of that.
Anyway, what is the impact of the new US President Donald Trump on the world in general and on India in particular? Briefly, 2 points each, 2 or 3 points each.
Ma'am, on the world, I would say Trump has adopted a very aggressive policy. For example, threatening the tariffs on the nations like that of Canada, on the BRICS nations, where the BRICS nation there was arguments about bringing the BRICS currency. So I think the actual policy of Trump is making America great again, and in that perspective, he's promoting more national interests over the international. For example, he had come out of Paris deal and WHO. So I think.
And for India? How will that coming out of Paris Agreement, what impact will it have on the world in general?
Ma'am, if we see the Americas per capita pollution by the people, the Americas per capita emission is very high. So I think America cannot run off from the responsibilities. And right now, Trump is saying that we should promote our oil rather than adopting. Yes, sir.
So that, and what was the last year the temperature increase was breached?
Ma'am, there is a Paris deal which talks about 1.5 degrees centigrade. We should not cross that. And
It happened.
ma'am, right now it is not happened, but there are apprehensions that it will cross.
Some places it did, not all over, but in some places it did cross that.
Yes, yes.
Reach that rather.
Yes, ma'am.
So climate will, climate, they keep saying climate crisis, pehle bhi hua hai, it has been happening over the ages. So why is this particular climate change that is happening or crisis different from that in 1 or 2 words or 1 or 2 lines?
Ma'am, right now it is more human-centric, anthropogenic. In the earlier events, we have seen the Earth was warming due to the volcanic explosions and other things. But right now it is more human-oriented.
So last COP29, did it succeed in its deliberations on its mandate to bring about some kind of consensus on addressing this challenge?
And there has been some issues like funding problems, who will fund and who will provide the technology.
Now the US has withdrawn.
Yes, ma'am.
Where going forward, what do you see last one? So what are the expectations? What are the hopes?
Ma'am, I think the world should go towards the net carbon neutrality. And right now, the USA is not taking part, but I think the next government will certainly increase
Which next government?
after Trump.
After 4 years. So it will be a mess. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I would want you to do this.
You are
because
interested in
let him have a separate opinion
foreign service
other than
also.
mine.
Second choice, foreign service you are giving.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
But do you know sometimes we call the representative of the countries as High Commissioner, and sometimes we address them as ambassadors. Why? What is the difference?
Sir, I think it is related to the Commonwealth nations, if I am not correct. If I'm correct, where in the where if any diplomat is going in the Commonwealth nations, is called as ambassador, or sir, I'm confused right now. Yes, sir.
You said it rightly, Commonwealth. What is Commonwealth?
Sir, Commonwealth is a group of nations who were earlier the colonies of the British Empire. So they came together and are now have some formal relations where they discuss about various issues.
Okay. I feel that our foreign policy has failed. We don't have a good relations with any of our neighbors. Last was Bangladesh. It is also gone from our
Yes, sir.
area, comfort area.
Yes, sir. Recently we have seen various issues. For example, with Nepal, like that of Kalapani issues, and with Sri Lanka also, with Maldives, with Bangladesh. But we are engaging with them, and hopefully with some unofficial or official diplomatic track, we can come on the consensus and have good relations.
What impact on security of India will have this our damage to the Bangladesh relations? What impact it will have on security of the country?
So
Or
first,
will be no problem?
no, sir. First is the migration issue is there, where if the army or any government who is not democratically elected comes in the power, there will be huge migration issues on the borders of the India. Second thing is the internal security threat is also there, as where insurgent groups in the northeastern part are active, and it could be also hamper the India's security. Third, I would say India's relation with the Sheikh Hasina's government was very cordial and good. So I think we should be aware. And
You said Northeast. How many states are there in Northeast?
sir, right now 7, but if we include Sikkim, it includes collectively is 8 nations.
Just name them.
Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Assam, and Sikkim. 7.
And one more.
One more.
Meghalaya.
M.
Meghalaya.
There are 3 M's.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My last question is: what is the problem in Manipur? What is? They say that there's big issue there.
Yes, sir. There is
Government is not accepting it.
there is a issue of the tribal communities like Kuki, Meiteis communities, and right now there are some violence in Manipur, and there has been some discussion that PM Modi has not
No, leave that. But you just remember what is the crux of the problem?
Sir, the various tribal communities are fighting over the resources, and because due to sir, I'm not sure about the real
That
problem.
group is the High Court judgment.
High Court suggestion.
Okay, sir.
Please check up on this. It is
Okay,
a very serious issue.
Yes, sir. I also.
Okay, you are a lawman, so I mean it has come from there. The moment the judgment was given, within 5 minutes the problem started.
Sorry, sir. I will read upon it.
So,
Vishal. So Gwalior is a heritage city. Name any 5 important sites of importance in Gwalior.
So the first is the Goyal Fort, is a very famous. Second, I would say the Badhavani. It's a waterfall. And the third is the Jaibalas Palace, where the Scindia's family live. Fourth, I would say the Beju Babra's Maqbara is there. Tansen's Maqbara is also there.
Tansin has a maqbara.
Sir, Beju
What
Babra's...
what was the original name of Tansin?
Tansen... Sorry, sir, I forgot.
Gwalior is famous for Tansin ka
Yes, sir.
maqbara. So his original name was Ramtanu.
Yes, sir, Ram Tanu Pandey.
Fine. And then he was buried.
He was... He was the part of the Akbar's. Yeah, yes.
His final rights were not as per his religion.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay, no issues. I saw you have Hindi literature as optional. Can you tell me how Godan and Mela Achal are relevant today? First of all, tell the difference between the two, and then what their relevance in contemporary India.
Sir, the Godan, sir, first I need to tell, can I tell the similarities? Okay, sir, so the Godan is basically talks about the farming issues, the society, the village culture, the poverty, and the Mela Anchal is also based on it, but it is more regional, while the Godan covers the India of that.
But they are both are written in very different time period. If I'm not wrong, Godan was in 1936, and
Yes, sir.
and Mela Achal was somewhere in 1950s.
So I'm not sure about the Mela Achals, but Godan certainly was written. But sir, the Mela Achal is more about that particular area.
Which area?
Sir, there is a village in Bihar.
Which region of Bihar?
Sir, the area is not mentioned, but they mention the river called Purnia river and Rohtak station.
Rohtak station.
Sir, Budi Koshi river was mentioned there.
Budi Kosi is mentioned.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Tell me the geographical divisions of Madhya Pradesh.
Sir, in southern part there is in the southern part there is Satpura, and Rift Valley, there is a Rift Valley between Vindhya and Satpura. In the northeastern part there is a Bundelkhand region. Okay, and sorry, sir.
Bundelkhand region. I'm
Bundelkhand.
talking about geographical divisions.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Heard about Bhimbetka?
Yes, sir.
What is that, and what does it tell about the prehistoric times?
Sir, it shows the prehistoric paintings where we see the hunting gathering images were in the Bhimbetka temple.
So Bhimbetka is older than Indus Valley?
Yes, sir. Bhimbetka is older than Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization started around 3300 BC, and Bhimbetka's hunting gathering images are earlier.
How earlier? How much?
Around 10,000 BC.
10,000 BC. So what is the difference between prehistory and protohistory?
Sir, in prehistory we find the evidences, but in protohistory I think we don't find the evidences.
So how we came to a conclusion if we don't have any evidence?
Sir, in prehistory, sir, there are written evidences, but in the protohistory we calculate through some resources. Sir, I'm not sure about it, but I think.
Just one last question. So I was talking about your city in the beginning. So Gwalior, a heritage city like Gwalior, how a balance will be created with in this whole process of urbanization, smart cities, and all these kind of development, and preserving the heritage? Because a point will come when urbanization will try to encroach these heritage cities. How a balance will be created? And give a legal opinion, because you are from that background.
Sir, if we are promoting the heritage, we need to take care of the geographical region of that area. For example, we need to make a proper planning where we do not hamper or destroy our heritage. For example, the fort area, the Jaivilas Palace, and others. So, the land acquisition is the issue. If we are to develop that area.
Fine. Thank you. Sir.
Okay. Vishal, you have written in your DAF that you are listening podcast related videos like space and universe. So recently ISRO has done a landmark docking. What is that?
It's a SpaceX mission where the ISRO performed the docking process in the space.
So what is docking?
Sir, docking is a process where you join two separate parts of a particular thing. So ISRO has done that in the
What is
space.
the need of docking? Why India need docking?
Sir, India has a vision of making space station by 2035. Also, it will be helpful in Chandrayaan 4 mission where ISRO want to bring the area, moon's evidences. So it will be helpful in that.
So have you heard about solar flares?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the impact of solar flares or on this docking technology?
Sir, I think it will create communication problems, some communication problems, and sorry, sir.
So have you heard about gravitational wave?
Yes, sir.
So what is that gravitational wave?
Sir, gravitational waves arises due to the interaction between large black holes, neutrino stars, and other. It disturb the space-time fabric, and we can observe them in the whole universe and also on the Earth.
So what is difference between this cooperative federalism and competitive federalism? And which type of federalism is India copying?
Sir, if we talk about the cooperative federalism, where the state or the centers cooperate with each other. For example, Niti Aayog is a good example of that. GST Council is a good example of that. Competitive federalism, we basically talk about the competition between the states. For example, the indexes where we measure the performance of the index of the states in terms of development, the poverty. So it is a competitive federalism. So in India, both things exist. If we talk about the relation between the center and the state, it is a cooperative federalism. And when we talk about the horizontally, it is a competitive federalism.
Okay. So what are the social problems faced by the MP? Social problems MP is facing right now?
Member of Parliament.
No.
Acha, MP.
Madhya Pradesh. You are from Goyal, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Madhya Pradesh.
Sir, the contribution of women in the society is very low. The first reason for that is the literacy rate among the women is very, very low, around 59%. Second thing is due to the issues like water issues, particularly in the northern part of India, the incomes of the people is not that much, so it creates problem. The patriarchal problem particularly faced by the woman. And fourth, I would say the developmental problems. For example, the performance of Madhya Pradesh in the various indexes has not been there. So only in agriculture sector, MP is performing good, but not in the other sectors. And sir, these are some problems.
So you have interest in cricket also, no? So
Yes, sir.
BCCI is a state? Is an example of state?
Sir, if we see under Article 12, when the government has a large stake in a particular organization or our organization is performing a public function, then it comes under the definition of state. BCCI does not come under the definition of state.
Okay, so what are the salient features or basic features of state as per Article 12?
Sir, in Ajay Hasiya versus Khalid Mujib,
Constituents of state under Article 12.
sir, there is a parliament, there is a state. So the constituent are that if any organization is doing a public function, which is very important, or the government have a large stake, so it comes under the definition of state as per the case of Ajay Hasiya versus Khalid Mujib.
Gwalior Dharameshwar in Gwalior.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about that? What is that?
Sir, it is a musical house. The Beju Babra and Tansen particularly famous from there, and it is famous for Astangiki Gayaki.
Any famous prominent of that Gharana?
But this goes to him at the end of the interview.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it properly.
Thank you.
I will not say much because we just met. So I'll maybe start from Ram sir.
So you should well prepared about your science because you have written this, you are watching podcast and these so current developments, right? And second thing is prepare well about this MP. Gwalior Gharana.
Yes, sir.
Because Gwalior is cultural city or
Yes,
heritage
sir.
city, so infrastructure. So for that, and you have to prepare current affairs.
And just say that you often not appear a bit confused. So get your mind focused, be precise.
ma'am.
You're letting it go all over. All right, so that is going to go against you.
Okay,
See now
ma'am.
how nice you're looking up here. I'm so worried. You're all looking worried. You're
Next.
looking like this is not a. Be still. Aram se. Like this.
Nah.
Yes, ma'am.
मैं भूल गया आपने शुरू में कितना बोला आई डोंट नो सॉरी आई डोंट नो
Huh.
7-8 times.
Be relaxed and and answer with confidence in the sense if you don't know it's all right, but for everything it can't be I don't know. But what you do know also you're getting mixed up.
Sorry, ma'am.
So be focused, be relaxed, prepare. There should be no knowledge gaps. As far as you are concerned with your DAF, international affairs, current affairs, your subject, everything should be basics should be there. We're not asking you for a test of knowledge only. Little bit of knowledge, yes, but how you analyze a situation, how you put it across. That is what you have to focus on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have time now. Your interview is on 21st. You have time. Prepare for it. All right, and you will do. You're doing good. Overall, you're good. You'll do better.
Yes, ma'am.
So you focus on all these issues. And that worried look, as I said, and low energy doesn't work.
आपके क्वेश्चन ने क्लीन बोर्ड कर दिया इसको
जी?
आपके क्वेश्चन जो थे ना वो he got
Yeah.
clean board.
उसी से डर
उसी से डर गए आप you guys?
आप बताएं।
नहीं ठीक है करो शाबाश करो मेहनत करो यू हैव कॉन्फिडेंस ऐसी बात नहीं जो आता है आपको कोशिश करते हैं बोलने की लेकिन जहाँ गैप आ जाता है फिर गैप आ जाता है
सर वो थोड़ा नर्वसनेस की वजह से जो आता है वो भी
नर्वस
भूल
क्यों हूँ?
वो भी भूल जाते हैं सर
Why you are nervous?
आई डोंट नो सर
you are a poor lawyer if you say you are nervous.
Why you what I felt is you are coming with a prejudice towards interview. Okay, these are the set of questions that they can ask me, and whenever the questions are coming out of that box, you are clueless. This is what I felt. You are thinking I am from law. I have written space, so my whole interview will hover around space and law, and see, it is not who you will decide. Fine. So you expect everything. There is a possibility that maybe 3 out of 10 times you may not know anything, but you don't. The only reason what I felt is you are nervous is you have a set of questions and let's say a flow of interview that you are thinking. Okay, my interview will go like this. They will see law. They will see Hindi literature. You are even confused in Hindi literature. And why I mentioned these two novels because these are a part of your syllabus.
यस सर
Godan is also there. Mailachal is also there. So you have written optional. Fine. So you need to brush up a lot of things, especially when it comes to knowledge gap that is a bit wider. Also, I'll say that try to be precise because when you are trying to stretch the answer, because what you're feeling is I should say everything I know.
I know. Exactly.
No, you should not.
What is asked?
एक आधा बोल दो सर सॉरी आई डोंट
है ना, आप बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं मुझे, मैं आपको लग रहा है ये भी बता दूं, ये भी बता दूं, ये भी बता दूं, कहीं तो सेटल हो जाएगा. यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू दिस. ये मत करिए. सवाल को सुनिए, 1 सेकंड का पॉज लीजिए और फिर जवाब दीजिए इत्मीनान के साथ.
यस
नहीं
आप-
आता बोल तू नहीं
MP के GK को बहुत
कभी मान लीजिए इनिशियली ना आपको 2-3 क्वेश्चन नहीं आते तो लेट इट बी कूल रहना है, ठीक है. उससे होपलेस नहीं हो जाना कि इनिशियली मुझे
मेरे से
आता नहीं
गलत
है,
बोल दिया, मैं
मेरे से
क्या
गलत
करूं?
बोल दिया, मुझसे आ नहीं रहा है.
Move on.
Move on.
सर वो IPC का वो सर ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था ना वो
तो
कॉमन
उसमें
इंटेंशन
आपको जो
होपलेस नहीं होना है उससे.
अरे नहीं आता नॉट अ वरी.
आपके बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हवा में चले गए.
Law is so wide. कोई भी ऐसा कुछ नहीं
अब
होता.
I might be asking you the question not to seek an answer but just simply to throw you off balance. तो मैं तो वो भी देख रहा हूँ.
The law इतना वाइड है, आपसे कुछ भी पूछेगा वो.
Correct?
फिर आप सब कुछ थोड़ी जानेंगे. वाइट कॉलर क्राइम पूछेगा.
And I also know that nobody knows everything. तो मैं बस रिएक्शन देख रहा हूँ कि अचानक कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन दे दे तो फिर क्या करोगे.
नेक्स्ट.
How do you handle it?
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the best.
All the best.
All the best to you.